My name is Colleen, and this is my kitchen. Believe it or not, this was me 4 years ago. I struggled with my weight my entire life. And finally, I came to the realization that diets don't work. By simply eating healthy and moving more, I was able to lose over 100 pounds. I started at a size 26W, and within about a year and a half, I went to a size 12, no W. And best of all, I've now kept the weight off for over 2 years, and counting. So now here I am in my kitchen showing you how you can eat healthy and lose weight just like I have. Because if I can do it, you can too. Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, and I want you to put away that corned beef and cabbage because I'm here to tell you that is entirely an American invention. If you go to Ireland, they don't even know what corned beef is. But what you will find on every pub menu there is Guinness beef stew. So tonight I'm going to show you how to make a Guinness braised beef stew. We're going to do a braise on it and cook it in the oven so it's super tender and really full of flavor. We're going to be adding some vegetables to it to really bulk it up and make it good for you at the same time while retaining that famous Guinness flavor. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is preheat my oven to 300 degrees, and then I have this nice cast iron Dutch oven that can go from the stove top to the oven, and I've put about a tablespoon of olive oil in here, and I'm heating it up on medium-high heat. With a braise, you want to start by searing your meat at a very high temperature. And so here's the meat. I have 1 pound of chuck roast. Now chuck roast comes in large cuts. So what I do is I'll get like a 2-pound cut it in half, freeze half of it, use the other half for whatever recipe I'm using on hand. I have been soaking it overnight in an entire bottle of Guinness Extra Stout. And so all I did was put it into this container, cover it with that Guinness Extra Stout, seal it up, let it refrigerate overnight so that it gets tenderized a little bit. The alcohol is going to tenderize the meat, and then it's also going to absorb a lot of the flavor from that stout. Before we start searing it, we want to pat the meat dry though, and that's because you don't want too much liquid or you're going to get a lot of splatter from that oil. Once I have that patted dry, I'm going to add that into my oil, and we're going to cook it really hot, really fast, about a minute, 2 minutes tops on each side. And that's the sound you want to hear. Now that meat is seared up, I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the pan. Reduce the heat to medium, and let's just kind of get that oil. Make sure it's all over the bottom of the pan. Then I'm going to add in 1 small sweet onion that I've diced up, 3 medium carrots, also chopped up, and 2 stalks of celery chopped. Let's go ahead and add 1 clove of garlic. You can mince it in. You know me, love my garlic press. Then I have a tablespoon and a half of chopped fresh rosemary, 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme leaves, and let's add a nice generous pinch of coarse sea salt. Give that a stir, and we're going to let that cook until those onions are transparent. And there's a lot of food in this spot right now, so that's probably going to take a good 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, that's reduced down by about a quarter, so now I'm just going to turn my burner off. I'm going to add 3 cups of beef broth, and then here's my secret ingredient, 2 tablespoons of blackstrap molasses. It's going to add kind of a dark, smoky kind of sweetness to the stew that's just gives it that kind of je ne sais quoi, where people will be saying, what is that? It's molasses. Secret ingredient. Then I have 2 parsnips that I've peeled, chopped up, and 1 pound of really wonderful Yukon Gold potatoes. I love these because they have this fantastic buttery taste and this papery thin skin, so you don't have to peel them. I'm using 1 pound of those. Add those in, give that a stir, and now all that's left to do is to add that beef roast that we seared back into the pan. And now what I'm going to do is cover this and put it in the oven at 300 for 1.5 hours. And everything is going to be super tender. The meat will be falling apart, and I'll show you how we finish this off. My stew has cooked up, so now all that's left to do is we're going to take this big chunk of meat out and chop it up or shred it up, and then mix it back into the stew. And here we go, Guinness braised beef stew. I've garnished mine with just a little bit of chives. You could use parsley as well. I'm gonna go sit down, enjoy my meal. I hope you give this a try for your St. Patty's Day celebration. And until next time, I will see you in my kitchen.